Hello, hello, hello. Nobody's here. How do you even know? Oh, up there in the corner. Okay. So no one is here. Hello, Robin. Good afternoon. How are you today? It's great to see you. Well, I can't see you, but you know what I mean. So, we are using the Answer Oracle. This is a brand new deck that I just got. So, let's see what your cards are. I am pulling 3 cards for each person. So, there's your second one. And let's see what your last one is. I hope you're having a good Sunday. It doesn't feel like Sunday here. I don't know. It's been snowing all morning. Not exactly happy. I don't like I'm kind of wishing for spring. So your first card is Seagull. Let me see. Can you see that? So it's cunning, perseverance, fearlessness, survival, and freedom. Okay, so this has a lot to do with spreading wings and kind of getting yourself the courage to get back out there and to do things. So it feels like it's a card coming in after some rest and some growth, some real personal, like, inner growth, and it almost has that, like, leaving the nest empty nest kind of energy, like, you're not dependent on anybody else now but yourself, and you've pulled back your confidence into yourself instead of feeling like other people had the wheel kind of energy. So there is a lot of determination in your card and a lot of freedom energy. So you're finally stepping into the energy of doing things your ways instead of always doing things that made everybody else happy. You're choosing to take on task and do things that normally you may have left other people do, but now you're doing it yourself and you're doing it with like confidence and freedom and determination. And so like you finally got that energy where you're ready to step into this this new like path for you. And then your next card is evolution. So again, yeah, you have that transformation. So and new beginnings. So you have like the book kind of symbolizes teaching, knowledge. So like you have taken the time to turn into the butterfly, right? Like you were in this like caterpillar stage where you were kind of going back, learning how to crawl, learning how to do things from a lower independent kind of level. And now you're to the point where you're elevated and you're ready to fly and make it happen. Okay, so you are in a growth stage. This is like you've already become the butterfly, so you're not really transforming anymore because you're already the butterfly. You're just expanding in that transformation. And then you have countryside, which is agri- agriculture, irrigation, harvest, and rents. So you might feel that you are ready to produce, you're ready to create. This is a creative card. Countryside is also about being in tune with who you are and knowing what makes you happy. So you find peace. Like usually if you have a city card represents chaos. A city card represents a busy mind, an unquiet atmosphere, right? Where the countryside is more of the calm. You've been able to reestablish your inner peace. You've been able to come back to your calm and you're able to grow and produce. Agriculture is all about producing. So the seeds that you have planted are harvesting for you and you're able to make things happen. So like irrigation is all about overcoming obstacles. So when a farm needs water, it has to put in pipes or it has to put in some form of irrigation to get the water to the crops. Well, you have basically figured out in the seagull stage, like you figured out how to overcome those obstacles, how to bring everything that you need to where you're at so that you can make it fulfilled in your life, right? And then rent represents money coming into you after you have established something. So, for example, like a landlord will fix up a place and it takes investment and it takes time and it takes money. And then they will rent it out, which in return they can finally sit back and see their investment come back to them. So that's kind of like what you're at now is like you have put a lot of time, a lot of effort into everything, and you've built yourself up as well. And now you're in that getting it back, receiving it back to you. It's in that what's it called that reciprocity stage where things are finally coming back to you. Okay. And you are able to adventure out. So another thing about rent is like you might find yourself adventuring out on adventures, going places, renting, just like a renting a hotel for like an overnight stay, just to kind of do something spontaneous that you may not have done before because you were focused on everybody else's priorities and life and everything. So now you might have that ability to be able to just go and do something for yourself, so that can also be rent too, because when you rent a hotel room or something, it's just an adventure. It's something that you're doing short term, not long term. So I hope this has helped you. Thank you for stopping in. Are you able to hear me okay? I don't know if I hope my volume's okay. It doesn't like show you how your volume is in the chat box. So I wish it would allow me to. And I always tell everybody, um, feel free to take a picture of your cards too, because sometimes that really helps. So there are your messages. I hope you were able to hear me. I don't know why the volume button is not going up. It's staying down really low, and I don't know why it's doing that. Usually the green lights go up further, but there's only one green light. So I don't know if anybody can hear me. I don't know. If you can hear me, put a smiley face or a heart or something. Oh, okay. I saw your comment on Facebook. All right, so you can hear me. That's the main thing. Like, I don't know. I'm still trying to get used to the live readings. It's really hard to get used to doing doing technology when you're not used to technology. So, So let me put those back away and let me see. This. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know why there's only one green light, but I'm a surprise. I'm assuming since the light is flickering every time I make a noise and disappears when I don't. Hello? Uh-oh, you're gone. Oh no, where did you go? Hello. Welcome, welcome. I'm just pulling 3 cards. We are using the Answer Oracle. So, just hanging out. Right? It's a slow Sunday. Usually there's more people jumping in. So I don't know. Could be the time that I'm on too. Like, a lot of people go out on Sundays to eat and things like that. But where I am in Pennsylvania, it's snowing here. So, yeah. I don't Facebook won't let me go live until you reach 100 people on your what's that on your page. Like you can't go live. Mhm. Yeah. I don't know. I just figured that like it was just kind of a little bit of a slow day. It's Sunday, it's a little bit of a slow day. I got to do work with Gabriel later, his schoolwork and stuff. So I just thought I would jump on and do a couple readings. I did get a couple people though. So, you know, well, one person, and then I had another person, but they were off camera. So, uh, right? Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't know why they do that. Probably just an hour. I usually don't devote any more than an hour to my readings. Um, I had a better turnout, like in the group that I do with the card readings. I think it went better in the group because um, in the group you can go live on Facebook and you don't have to have a certain amount of number subscribers. So when I would go live on there, it kind of like had all the members, it let all the members know I was going live. But this way here, it's kind of hard to let anybody know on Facebook that you're going live unless you create an event. But then, like, I don't know. It's just weird how it's set up. No, we don't have any holidays. When is our next holiday? Like, I know like a lot of the other countries are on holidays. A lot of my students in other countries are on holidays, but um, I want to say East, is it Easter? April? I don't think we have like another holiday. Like it might be like an observation day, but I think our next holiday is what they call like spring break. So St. Patrick's Day, but we don't get off school and stuff like that for St. Patrick's Day. So I know a lot right now. There's a lot of people celebrating like Ramadan and the Chinese New Year. In China, a lot of the kids don't go back to school until the 4th of March is whenever a lot of them go back to school. So a lot of them are traveling right now, and they're like in other places, visiting other people and things like that right now. But right now, I don't know. I think I'm on like I don't know what it's called. I think it's just like the YouTube lives where it's under entertainment. I clicked like they give you different categories, so I clicked under entertainment and then I guess it just pops up for people that search those categories or I don't know how that really works. Right? Yeah. I don't know. I know this is gonna be like a boring playback. Robin came on um and got a reading, but that was pretty much it. And then there was one other one, but they didn't stay very long. They came in, I don't know, people are like, I don't know. I guess if they don't see a lot of people in during the readings, they don't stay. So it's weird. Like you see it like they'll come in and then they'll leave again. Then they'll come in, somebody else will come in, they'll leave. If it in I can usually see the person, like there's like those little people emblems, so they'll tell you like when the person comes in, but you don't know them unless they put something in the chat box for you. Um, but I don't know. I mean, uh, I try to make a schedule, but it's so hard making a schedule right now because I'm still setting up everything. Hmm. Yeah, and with the weather changing and the seasons changing, it's hard to come up with certain things like that too. Well, here was another really interesting thing. It's like I don't know what's going on with Facebook, but it's not in sync with like my cell phone, for example. I don't know if it's because my cell phone's on Wi-Fi. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. But like I will comment on a post on my computer and then like it doesn't show on my cell phone the comment for like a long time. And so it doesn't even register. And I was following a bunch of people on my computer because I work throughout the day. I have like moments in between classes. I'll hop on, and there were people that I was following. Well, when I started to follow them on my cell phone and comment from my cell phone, it like turned off all kinds of notifications and stuff. I don't know. It was really weird. It's like they don't work together, even though it's the same profile. It doesn't work together. I don't know. I feel like I've been sitting here like I don't know, whenever you could be doing like 20 other things. It's like I could be making a podcast or I could be making a video or I could be doing hmm Well, a lot of people there a lot of on Sundays, a lot of people go out with family. It's a big family time, and a lot of people spend time going out to eat on Sundays. Like, a lot of people spend time getting together with their relatives, grandparents, things like that. Sunday's a religious day for a lot of people, so they go to church, and then after church, they go out to eat or they go grocery shopping or something like that. Mhm. It's probably better to do a live in the evenings, probably on Sundays. I don't know. I just had some free time, so I just figured I would jump on because I didn't know if I would have any more free time. So sometimes it happens where, like, I just don't have I don't I'll plan on doing something and then something comes up and, when you have kids, it's really hard to plan on what you're gonna do. I don't know, people might come in closer to 2. Yeah, that's what I figure, like, they might be, you know is it foot there's no football on Sundays. Is there football on Sundays? Because I don't follow sports. My family, we're not a sports family. Yeah, I don't follow sports at all. So I honestly don't know when the games are. Yeah. There should be, like, a little bell too. Like, it would be great if they had, like, a little bell that, like, lets you know. Um, to let you know that there is, like, somebody on your page. So if you're sitting here for a while doing a live, you're not, you get distracted on something else. Like, there should be, like, a bling or something that lets you know that somebody came in or something. That would be nice too. So you have, like, an awareness. But mhm. I don't know, we don't really have anything planned because of the weather. Like, I don't like to plan anything not knowing what the weather's gonna do. Like, it's been so crazy where I am. Somebody come visit me. Hello. Welcome to the reading. We are using the Angel Oracle. If you come in and you leave, then how am I supposed to do your reading? What is it with these people? Like, if you come in and you're the only one, at least you got a private reading, but if you leave, then how am I supposed to pull your cards? I don't know. Where is, let me think, how do I get to, I think I go here. And whoosh. Hello, welcome. We are using the Answer Oracle. I'm just pulling 3 cards for you just to see what your guidance is for today. So you just caught me before I was leaving. So let's see. Oh, you got 3 cards. Okay, so your first card is trust. We have sincerity, respect, carefulness, and support. Your next card is jealousy, possessiveness, competitiveness, and dependence. Penora. And your third card is purify, clean up, sweep, clean, empty, and organize. So just I'm going to continue with your reading just in case maybe you got disconnected. I wouldn't want you to come back and then find out that you didn't have a reading. So your first card is reminding you of the importance of trusting yourself. Trust starts on the inside first. As you trust yourself, you then learn how to trust others, and that helps you to build a relationship that is positive with other people. So instead of going into relationships with fear that something's going to happen, the trust card reminds you that you are working on yourself and the things that matter most to you, right? And if you can trust yourself, then you will have more trust for others because you're not depending on them, right? So you want to move out of any kind of jealousy energy or others that could be jealous of you. So I feel like there could be other people in your circle that could be jealous of you, and this can cause a lot of issues in your life that you don't need to be. And if there's any jealousy in your life, what this card is reminding you of doing is just basically looking at why are you jealous? What can you do to change this energy to make it a positive energy? Usually, when we are jealous of somebody else, it's because there's a lack within us. So that's just looking at what it is that you can do for yourself. And then purify is all about getting out the old to bring in the new and bringing in what is good for you, right? That is what we call purify. So it's like getting rid of anything within you or around you that depletes your energy or takes away from your value. Okay, that's what we would call with purify. And it also means to start again. You know, you might have a new beginning. For some people, if you get the purifying card, it could be like a card that comes after a move or after a divorce or a card that comes after a bad situation and you're just walking away and starting your life over again, right? So that has a lot to do with purify. You know, maybe you're leaving a job that doesn't suit you or you've left a friend circle that just doesn't bring you value anymore, right? And you're going into a new energy, right? That's what we call like a purify. Okay, so I'm assuming that the person that came was unable to or didn't want to come back, so that's okay. It's what it is, right? What is my? I don't know. You don't even know what it is. Hmm. Can't I save that? I don't even know. Hello. Hello. Oh, there we go. Hello, hello. We are pulling cards. 3 cards. We're using the angel the Answer Oracle, and we are pulling cards. So we have care, difference, and process. Okay, so care, teach, accompany, assist, and support. So you are someone who is called to work with others, to support others, and to help them to grow. So you're someone who has grown a lot yourself, and you're working on helping them, helping these other people to do the same, right? You are someone who is outgoing and supportive, and you enjoy being of help to others. Difference, road, future, choice, and destiny. Okay, so this one here kind of means that there's going to be a lot of changes taking place. Destiny has to do with things that you're meant to do, the purpose that you're meant to make, the road that you're meant to go on in this life, something that you may have agreed to, or something that your heart is centered on, right? And you are making great progress towards those things. Your journey, your growth path, everything that you do daily is helping you to plant the seeds, to grow the plant, to get the finished produce, right? So you are definitely on the right track. You're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, and things are working out for your highest good. So keep going, keep staying motivated, keep being devoted, keep showing up for yourself because that's the main thing is as you show up for yourself, you then in return are showing up for others and you're making a difference even if you don't realize that you are. Okay, that's what that is saying. Okay, so looking at our next reading, I'll leave those three there for a few just in case. Oops. And I always put my cards back in different places so that they don't come back out together again. Two, 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 two. Maybe I'll stay on at 2:30. I don't know. Uh-oh. Did we lose connection? Why does it say It's not showing that there is anyone anyone here. I don't know why it does that. Sometimes it doesn't, and there is somebody here. So all I can say is if you're here, put put a message in the chat box because it doesn't show me that you're here. It's not there's like a delay or something. I don't know. It's showing that there's nobody in the room. So sometimes it does that. We were so close to getting 100 on Facebook, and honestly, I kind of like Facebook Lives versus YouTube. So if you are a member, a follower of my site, please go to my Facebook site if you have a Facebook because I usually do readings on there. I don't really have it set up to where I can do readings from both. I know some people they will set up like two different devices and they'll do a reading from Facebook and they'll do a reading from YouTube. I don't have that set up yet, but I've always I've done Facebook lives before and I've never had problems with them. I don't really have problems with YouTube either, except sometimes it doesn't tell me who's in the room. Like there should be one in the room and it's not showing it. So I don't know why it does that.